We're going to learn something. We're not content with just the headlines or the typical talking points.
It's a refreshingly honest conversation about what's going on.
People feel it and they have fun.
It's about connecting our community and doing something to really make a difference.
We're taking today's stories and bringing positivity back.
Welcome back to Take 5. We are on the road. We love being on the road on Fridays. Yeah. We are here at Obliteride at Gasworks Park. Thousands of people are going to be here to help fight cancer. And as you can see behind us, the board is getting filled, which is really cool. And it's about people sharing who they are riding or walking for. Yeah. So it's
Pretty
great
powerful.
to see you. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. We do want to talk about some other things going off, and I don't want to startle you when I say this, but here's a serious question. Is the housing market finally cooling off, ladies and gentlemen? No, for real. No, this is happening. This is going down. If you're looking to buy, you may be noticing some listings they're not anymore selling in just days. And in fact, some prices are dropping every single week. This is a new trend. It's happening. We went to Zillow to ask what's happening. They say it's called normalization. Zillow says the housing market is still red hot, extremely high prices, and most drops are likely for homes that were aggressively priced in the first place. So that sort of seems obvious. If you really shot for the moon, you might have some heartbreak coming. Michael Crow actually went to check out a home in Burien that was listed months ago here. He's seen steady price drops. It was listed 111 days ago and has dropped more than $100,000.
Wow.
The realtor says a few months earlier he might have gotten an initial listing of $600,000, but still not worried.
He had predicted that the market was going to continue to go up, but as usual, every summer the market starts to plateau a little bit, and so we overshot it, but we're still in the market. We're getting a lot of traction, a lot of views, and so we're still good to go.
So, sudden shift in the marketplace, which I think some people are going, told you so. Some people are going, I was just getting ready to sell. What's going on? So, I mean, the market's still doing well, but these people who were kind of shooting for the moon, and again, how painful that must be to say, a month ago, 2 months ago, I could have gotten $100,000 more.
And well is kind of relative, right? Because it's already kind of spendy.
Yeah.
So it's like well-ish, right?
Yeah,
Who can afford it?
Exactly.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I feel like when you're selling a home, the timing is like this portal. I feel like the Matrix or something, and you enter the portal at the right time.
Yes, it is.
And you get it.
Your house.
The wrong time, you're up the creek. Like,
Yeah.
the portal has closed. I don't know.
I've never been in the right portal, so.
I know,
Me
but
neither.
it's going to happen for us this time. High five.
This is it. This is the year. All right.
All right, let's go into the 5-5, right? Because there's always positive news in the 5-5. That is our social community, of course, that we built for this show. And I just wanted to say happy Friday to everyone. I know a lot of people have big plans this weekend. We wanted to see what was going on. We got a cute pic from Kimbo Nelson, and so we asked, what's everybody up to? And Estella says she's going to actually go to the Renaissance Fair this weekend.
Ooh.
Which, watch out for those thunderstorms. But
Renaissance Fair, I mean, like, what?
that'll be great. I know, shoot. Those were the times before umbrellas. Also, I wanted to share a beautiful post shared by Chris. He said a friend of his wrote about this and the loss of her child, but it is so beautifully sad. She wrote it to relate to parents who've lost children, and you know, it's posted in the 5-5. It's pinned as an announcement today, and some people are also sharing their own stories of loss and also offering inspiration. So we always want to end it up with a positive note, but I think it was just so much overwhelming support that came in on that post. If you want to check it out, you can text HIVE to 206-448-4545. But I just loved that story, even though it was heartbreaking. And I really loved how people came in and shared their own personal stories. Do I have time to read a text really quick? Just one that I saw.
Always, Michelle.
Someone, I love this one because it kind of goes along with the 5-5 and positivity. The development of the show Take 5 inspires me. During this day and age of constant difficult news to absorb, you are helping people keep the focus on positive humanity and actions we can take daily. Thank you. It's refreshing. And not to give us a humble brag, but I just think it's everyone at home who's who's building this, and that's one reason
we're happy
why
you
we're here.
noticed, is what she's saying. Yes, thank you.
And it's just nice.
Yeah, and it's this journey we're all on. And actually, the next story I was going to share, I kind of went on that because when I first heard the story about Lauren you're about to meet, I went into it worried about her. I mean, frankly, worried about her because I'm like, oh, okay, she's a woman in her 30s and she has a toddler and she has stage 4 colon cancer. And I was worried. And after I spent some time with her, I just walked away inspired, and I was motivated to actually join her on her mission, if you will. So check out Lauren's story.
I'm Lauren Nudo. I'm 32-year-old mother, wife, friend, daughter. What's this? Is this a monkey? The day before New Year's Eve is when I thought something's going on. I might have appendicitis, or it felt like my appendix was going to burst. And so I told Brian to call 911. I just knew something was wrong. In the hospital, they told me it was a incurable disease. Stage 4 is obviously really terrible. And they gave me probably 2 years. So that's when we decided to go for other opinions. My work family is amazing. They've supported me. They created GoFundMe. I'm a young mother. It's affecting the younger community more and more. So I'm walking for them too, that we can all try to be around for our families and live a long time. Fred Hutch does all this research for my type of cancer, and all their funding, all the money that they raise goes to Fred Hutch to help research and help find a cure. And so I was like, this is really important for me. I need to walk for myself, my family. I need to help fundraise to help find a cure for everyone out there that's affected by this disease. My hope in doing this was to raise awareness that, if there's blood in your stool, things that was ignored from me, like they told me it was hemorrhoids initially. I've had it for 2 years now. Maybe I could have caught it sooner. And that seems to be the case with a lot of people being diagnosed. And I just want to raise awareness that speak up. Blood in your stool is not normal. We need to advocate for ourselves as patients. I told my medical team I want to be the new generation of stats. Don't look at me like I'm a statistic. I need to be here for my daughter. I need to be here for my family. I want to watch her grow up. I want to watch her get married one day. And she means the world to me. So whatever I have to do to survive, and if that means chemo forever, then I'm okay with that.
All right, and so Fred Hutch gave us 5 ways that we can reduce our risk of colon cancer. They said, number 1, move your body. Physical activity helps cut the risk of colon cancer by 20%, apparently. Number 2, eat more grains. Stuff like, oatmeal, popcorn, corn, wild rice, quinoa. Gotta love the quinoa, brown rice. Number 3, this was a hard one for me, but back away from the bacon. Not only bacon, but any other red or processed meat. 4, pig out on the plants instead. Vegetables should be half of our plate, apparently, and starch a quarter, meat the rest. And number 5, limit your alcohol intake. They say, researchers say alcohol is a convincing cause of colorectal cancer, especially when you have more than 2 drinks per day. And now I'm going to turn this over to Jenna.
Yeah, as we see behind us, there are tons of people who are saying who they are writing for. And we're going to talk to one woman. Her name is Camry. I haven't heard her story yet. I've heard it's extremely inspiring. We're going to catch up with her right now. I think that, okay, let me take this with me. Thank you. I got a little prop. And you are Camry, right?
I'm Camry, yes.
Okay,
Camry
awesome.
Olson.
Camry Olson. And so tell us where your name is.
I wrote Jeanette Woldseth's name down. She's who I'm writing for.
Let's walk over there so you can show us where exactly it is. And tell me where you're from, Camry.
I live in this area now. Okay. I'm originally from California.
Okay, awesome. All right, so tell us, this is the name right here?
This is her name right here, Jeanette Woldseth.
All right, tell us about Jeanette.
Jeanette was an amazing person. She was the first professional career female firefighter in Washington State back in the 70s.
Wow.
And I didn't get to know her till after I got hired in the fire department. She'd already retired. But we became really good friends. And a couple years after I joined the fire department, I got diagnosed with breast cancer for the second time. And through that, her and I became really, really close. She went to treatments, and she was always there by my side. A few years later, she got a diagnosis of breast cancer that was supposed to be really early stage. And 2 years after that, we found out that it metastasized to her liver. And I never saw fear in her until that time. And she started riding for Obliteride in the very first year. She volunteered with the Hutch. She found out about this event, and she hopped on her bike and started raising money and riding. And after she had done it twice, a bunch of us joined a team with her, and we used to be team odds and ends. And in the 3 years of that team, we raised over $102,000.
Wow.
With our little team.
That's amazing.
And our team this year, we changed the name because we needed her name in it. We lost her in February to breast cancer, and we changed it to Jeanette's Cancer Crushing Crusaders.
I like that.
And we set our goal at 25,000, and we're almost at 29,000 now.
Wow, that's amazing. So
with 9 people on the team.
So you battled with her, and now you are riding for her.
Yes.
That is beautiful. Well, Camry, thank you so much for sharing your story and sharing the story of your friend. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And we'll be right back.